Hey everybody, John with Uphill Media, and this is a quick update because there's been so much going on. So I know this is unexpected. I don't expect a lot of people to be here live, but if you show up, I'll be seeing you. I'm looking at chat right now. First, you rock. We've raised a lot of money in the last couple weeks, and we needed it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A lot of money for us. Let me make that clear. You guys have been awesome. We're going to go through a list of things here. We've had a lot of system issues lately. We had power supply go out, which was the start. Actually, before the power supply, we needed a new graphics processor. So the board of directors that run the Uphill Media nonprofit, which I am not a member of, they ponied up and got a graphics card. Right. So that was the first thing. And what do we got? Who's watching here? 1. Hi, everybody. Hi, 4, however you are. Anyway, so Eileen I is right here. This is the server. This is the original server that ran Bernie 2016 TV. And before that, it was doing some other things for restorative justice. And it's tired. And so we went through a graphics processor and then a power supply. And the new power supply, it was not the best. And the motherboard has now, the SATA controller on the motherboard is now fried. So this is all systemic issues related to it's just been running 24/7 for years. So it's tired. Anyway, Larry and the board of directors of Uphill Media decided they were going to pay for that too. So we have a new motherboard coming today. We've invested in a graphics card, and we had to get a power supply. So that's all really expensive stuff. That's the motherboard is a huge investment for this server, and I really appreciate everything that you guys have been doing, donating. Hey, Density, thank you so much. See that balloon? It was my birthday yesterday. That balloon is from Density McCartney, along with a fruit basket, which was really nice. I've been thinking about bananas, and we've got no fruit around here, and so that was really nice. Thank you, Density. Appreciate that. And all right, so Eileen I, server crashed. A lot of pieces broken, a lot of money spent replacing it. I've got to rebuild it after today. The new motherboard comes in today. Unfortunately, we needed it today because we have a gig with the Redefining Women in Technology, which is huge. They've got a grant from Mozilla and a grant from the city of Eugene to work with us and our equipment to do engagement broadcasting between 2 college locations, demonstrating what can and what cannot be done, what are the issues going on between having these collaborative discussions between classrooms and broadcasting in as high a bit rate as we can and high as HD as we can. And I did have a great birthday, by the way, Density. It turned out to be fun. It started off crappy, but it turned out to be really fun. Hey, everybody. Who else is watching? How many people we got? 15. Hi, 15. All right, so server 1, I'm rebuilding. Eileen II is the laptop. Eileen II is the Wrath of Mom. And we found out through all of these breaks and all of these problems that Livestream Studio, which is the software we use, has come down in its CPU usage. It no longer uses as much as a burden. This has been happening over many revisions. And there's new hardware out that allows me to do the same thing with a laptop that I was doing with this server. And when I built this, you could not do what I do with this server with a laptop. It just wasn't possible. The peripherals didn't exist. The power didn't exist. The studio software wasn't ready for it. We're going to do the event in Eugene with the laptop only, doing the same thing that I would do with this server, which is awesome. That means the costs have come down a little bit, depending on the laptop you use. It also means that it's more portable. You don't have to build a big studio unit and stick it somewhere, right? So this changes the game a lot for engagement broadcasting. It's pretty huge. Hey, TC Townsend. Thank you. Been watching this Bernie TV? That's awesome. Thank you. Hi, Xander GC. I heard, hi, James. Thank you. I heard we got a mention on the Jimmy Dore show, and we've been trying to poke him in Twitter and say hi and all that stuff. I don't, whatever. That would be nice. It would be nice just to get some more viewers to show up. Jimmy's got a lot of them. But we do what we do. And you know that. So thank you, guys. Appreciate that. I appreciate all the mentions. Anybody find out who we are. Nobody seems to know who we are except those who remember Bernie 2016 TV. So thanks. And even then, I don't think Don't know if they remember that anyway. So tonight is this. Extreme collaboration, getting ahead with unexpected allies. This is a partnership between us and Redefining Women in Technology. Going to go live at around 5:30. It's on their channel. I put a link to all of this stuff in the description of this YouTube video. So if you want to join us there in chat, they're going to be focused on a Glisser app. Glisser is really cool. It's this collaborative presentation software that allows us to integrate Twitter and questions and polls. It's kind of what we were looking for back when we did Bernie 2016 TV, that we did with Google Docs and all these painstaking spreadsheets to make the slides. Now they've built an application for that. And I think this is cool. I'd like to integrate this application into more of what we do with you guys. So by working with RWIT, by having our systems break down, by having to come up with new ways to do this stuff, we've actually improved things for us, learned a bunch, and tonight it's going to be the same. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you all for helping us with that. Yes, Darcy, I will. I will keep mentioning Bernie 26 TV. Hey, Joyce Sander, how are you? James, Darcy, Real Jingy, Poker Genius. Are you a poker genius or a donkey? I don't know. Why can't you be both? You know? Live large, be both. Sander GC was during the live show the other day. We talked about, Jimmy Dore, nice. Dan Shepard, greetings from Ireland. Hope you had a great birthday. I did, thank you. There's more to come as the revolution continues. I agree. We got a lot going on. We got a lot to do. All right, there's more things. This was supposed to be a quick update. Tell us why you support UHM. Email a video, a short video, a testimony, if you want to tell us, when you started watching us and why, to info@uphillmedia. Or if you're one of the volunteers in our group and you want to record one, send me a message in Slack and we'll bring you into the system and we'll have you record one. We're trying to put a lot of these testimonials together, and then Ashley Terry is going to use his amazing editing skills to put them all together in a nice little promotion for us, which is not just to say, hey, we're Uphill Media and we've got a lot of people that support us and watch us, but also to say, hey, people that are handing out grants, take a look at all the volunteers and all the community effort that's come around Uphill Media, and why don't you invest your big bucks into us? That's really what this is for, so we can get more money out of big organizations and less out of you to keep us going, right? So 5:30, 5:30 Pacific is when that's going down. Thank you, James H. Appreciate that. Hi, Jilly Love. Thank you. Hey, Larry. Thank you, Larry, for you're always making good comments. Thank you, guys, all of you. I just want to say this. Over the last couple of years, a lot of you have sent me stuff. Food, pictures, letters. I have it all. I still have it all. It's all stored over here. And I still eat the jam and the cookies and the stuff that you sent. So I thank you. That's the most amazing thing that ever happened, was to have you guys send stuff. And I still get stuff. And I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's overwhelming. It's generous, especially in today's times. So I just want to thank you for that. Here's a bunch of links. Subscribe.uphillmedia.org actually works. If you're not subscribed to our network newsletter, please go do that, because I am using it and I'm sending out newsletters. And I'm going to send out links to promotional things if you're subscribed, like 20% off stuff at our merch shop. Contact us. I just want to remind everybody you can use the contact us form, uphillmedia.org/contact us, to volunteer or to ask for services or anything else you want to do. Shop.uphillmedia.org. Go there, get merch. If you haven't used Spreadshirt, there's a 15% promo code you can use. Otherwise, the next promo, we don't control the promo. Spreadshirt hands out the promo codes. As soon as they hand it out, anybody subscribed will get that code. And it'll take like 20% off or free shipping or something like that. We can't control that. Hey, Jay Pearson, how are you? Hey, Washington Bernie Kratz Coalition. Yes, Rhonda will be going to New Orleans to the Unrig the System. She leaves tomorrow. And that's a summit, Unrig the System, with represent.us. I wish we could have sent the live view solo, but the solo is not working. That would have been great to send the solo. Anyway, hopefully she'll have good internet, and we will definitely do some live updates as soon as we connect with Rhonda out there. So that'd be really cool. I was looking forward to that, to having somebody out there, thank you for doing that, Rhonda, because I think we probably would have been doing this with Scott had he been around. We would have sent him out to the unrig the summit. I honestly do. We are going to have our own graphic on Pragwa. Yeah? All right. Great. Excited about that. Yes, we will. Hey, Robert. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for those birthday wishes. All right, what else do I want to show you? Send this link out. uphillmedia.org livestream productions. Because then you can support individual shows. And we need states to support their individual shows. I'm cracking the whip on all these shows saying you got to raise money for your shows. I told you we're going just like PBS, dialing for dollars. Except we're actually going to use those dollars to do these things, not promote corporate narrative. Right? So please donate to your individual state series show. I'm not looking for the core 300 here. I'm looking for you guys to share these links out and get people in the states that aren't aware of these shows to be watching and donating. Right? We got lots of people in these states donate to their shows. So help us with that. Appreciate that. Almost done. You know the big link, donate.uphillmedia.org, which will take you there. And I've been taking some advice from people putting in different amounts and stuff like that. So that's there. Action Network is what we're using. Please use the Action Network. Patreon will be closing in a few days. As soon as they take all your money and send it to me. I know they just sent me a note about taking my money because I'm a patron of a few people. We are at $256 a month in recurring payments right now. Thank you all. That's a huge increase from what it was last week. And that's more than halfway to our goal of $500 a month. When Patreon moves over, we're probably, if everybody in Patreon moves over, we're going to be about $50 away from meeting our $500 goal. So that's huge, because if we can reach that goal, it shows sustainability, it shows an investment in an audience, it shows grantors that we kind of have our shit together. So that's huge, and that's you. Plus, it gives us operating cash to do something like replace gear when we need to, right? So thank you very much for all of your effort in that, sharing that link, donating like you have, and when Patreon moves over at February, when we close that account, I'm hoping that brings us within $50 of our goal, which we got to meet by the end of February. So thank you. There's the note. Patreon will be closing in February. That's it. I just wanted to share those things. I don't really have anything else to share with you. That's it. I just to tell you what's going on. Let me go back to my main list. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. I probably did. I did. Look at all this stuff. So we talked about Eileen I. We talked about Eileen II. The NAB Pilot Meeting. I was supposed to have a meeting today with John Clark. We pushed that back to Monday, but that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. It's an opportunity for a grant from National Association of Broadcasters, their pilot program, which looks at new technologies involved in broadcast media. I kind of think we qualify really big time. We talked about the RWIT event, Redefining Women in Technology. That's tonight at 5:30 Pacific. DPO Platform. How can I forget about this? This is the coolest. Oh, thank you, James. I am not 55. 48. 55. Thanks so much, Oz. How old are you, by the way? You my age, you older? Curious. Anyway, this is the coolest thing ever. You want to talk about how government works? How getting involved in your government works? How do you make change, direct change? I'm going to show you a path that just happened. I don't know when it was, 6 months ago, January, no, was it last year? I don't know when it was. Whenever it was, we started talking about what are we going to do with engagement broadcasting. I said, whoever we were talking with said, we need to get the government involved. We need to push legislation. I said, how do you do that? How do we get the government involved with engagement broadcasting? Well, you know somebody on the Democratic Party platform draft committee who's interested in what you do, who can write words into the draft that says something like, we encourage the Democratic Party to use engagement broadcasting to reach out and connect with their constituents for the sake of a healthy democracy. And that person writes that language into the Democratic platform or into the platform legislative actions. And that's what Justin Bryce has done. Justin Bryce, who's a fan of this program and has been a fan of Bernie 2016 TV since the beginning, he's the one who got me involved with the ground game out here. Well, he's been working on the government angle. We've been working on grants and talking to other organizations and growing this with you guys. If you look at the links, there's a link to the Democratic Party platform draft of Oregon, right? This is statewide, okay? And the legislative actions. Both have language in there regarding engagement broadcasting. I put a link. You're going to have to find it. It's the most awesome thing. So how do you affect change in your government at the state level to move in a direction you want to go? You know what you want to say. You get involved in your local government. You get somebody who's on the platform committee, or you get involved with the platform committee. You write the language, and then you got to show up and talk about it and promote it and support it and get everybody to vote to approve that language on the platform. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing in March. If Justin and Charles and other people that have been involved in the local government have taken the time to put language about engagement broadcasting and community ISP and what we're trying to do here, and they put that into the Democratic Party platform draft, then I need to show up there and represent. So I will be doing that March 16th, 17th, and 18th. I hate doing that. I hate going in public. I hate crowds. I hate all that stuff. But you better believe I'm going to go do that. So I will be there. I will be representing. We'll be talking about all this stuff. What's the next step? So it gets approved into the party platform, which means it's something they need to do. The legislative action gets approved. And what's next? Well, then we got to find representatives within the state government, state representatives that we've elected, right? The people we've been supporting in Oregon, the progressives that we've had on the channel. And we say, hey, we're going to write you this legislation, work with you on this. And it's going to say we want to budget some money out of the Democratic Party to do engagement broadcasting, or we want to work with whatever it's going to say. And you get that in their hands, and you work with them, and you show up again, and you get a bill going, and you get legislation written, and you get it signed into law. And that's how you change things. Now, I have no idea how long that's going to take to go from party platform draft to law that says our representatives have to use an engagement broadcast platform to engage with their constituents, answer questions, and take live conversation. I don't know. Or the Democratic Party has to work within its communities to develop community ISPs that house media networks like an engagement broadcast network for the purpose of a healthy democracy. How about that? And then once we get it happening in Oregon, we get that happening in Washington, and we get that happening in California. And this is how we take over the narrative and the flow of information from mainstream media and corporately controlled enterprise. This is how we take back control of our information. One way, anyway. So I just wanted to tell you guys, that's what's happening. That's incredible. A year ago, I wouldn't have had a freaking clue how any of this went down. And it took getting involved in my government. Getting involved in my government and learning and admitting I don't know jack about how this process goes, right? So thank you all. Thank you, Justin Bryce. Thank you, Charles Mott. Thank you, everybody that's been involved with this process. It's been awesome. It was my birthday yesterday. It started off horrifically shitty because I got the power supply on January 30th and broke the motherboard on January 30th and had to send an email to RWIT saying we can't do the gig because I broke it. And that's all been fixed. Yesterday, you guys did an amazing thing. I got so many notes and cards and thanks and just wonderful wishes of birthday. And then I got gifts. And my wife and James' stepson made it amazing. Just a really nice birthday for me. It was really cool. We had good pizza. Note to Jess Phoenix, talking about Star Trek. I told everybody I wasn't going to buy the Star Trek subscription service, the CBS subscription service, because I was so pissed off that they didn't allow it for America. Well, apparently CBS opened it up on Amazon, and Lori just went and got it. And so last night I binged watched 4 episodes of Star Trek Discovery, and right now I'm loving it because it's Star Trek, but I'm not really excited about it because it's very war-oriented, and that makes me mad. I do think it goes beyond that. It gets out of that because I think Jess Phoenix told me that it gets into a very different avenue. Anyway, that was my birthday. That was Star Trek. It was amazing. It was fun. Thank you all for making my birthday a great day because it started off terrible and ended up phenomenal. And it's because of you guys. So thank you so much. Thanks, Brian. I so love John's passion about all this. Gives me such hope to get this stuff going. Thank you so much for all of this, John. I appreciate that. And let me tell you something, Brian. When I'm not on camera, I'm the one trying to find passion. All of us need to cheerlead for each other. And we all have that problem. We have to gear up. We have to go out there. We have to clap and cheer. You see me off camera a lot of times and it's not there. So it's hard. And I thank you all for doing what you're doing and keeping the motion forward because it's very hard to do that in this where we stand in society right now, you know. D-Best, hey, how you doing? Hey, Virtual Road Trip, how are you? Let's push them to amend the House of Reps term limits to include every legal citizen for life. Instantly give income, health care. Sure, do all those things. Do all those things. I have checked out the latest episode or latest season of X-Files, a new version of it, and I don't know. Right now, Mulder is grumpy and Scully is whiny, and that doesn't seem to be any different from where we left off. Anyway, I still love the X-Files. It's still cool. Thank you, guys. Hey, Marcus. How are you? Thank you, Joyce Sander. I appreciate that. Always been able to articulate my feelings. I just talk. But I'm glad you're here, and thank you for being accepting. I appreciate that. Anyway, subscribe, donate, shop. There, I've pushed my capitalistic agenda. Subscribe to our site, subscribe.uphillmedia, donate.uphillmedia, shop.uphillmedia.org. Push those out. Help us grow. We really need to get an audience that's participating beyond our core group that's been here forever. And I think we're in a position to grow now. I think we're getting a lot of mentions and stuff. D-Best is not as good, but the tech they talk about is real. Yeah. No, I love a lot of the ideas and stuff that's coming out of that. I really do. I agree. Well, thanks, James. You guys were so nice. You guys were so nice today. Anyway, all right. That was it. It was just a quick message. Server message, live stream, laptop message, the NAB Pilot Meeting, which is going to be really cool. See how that goes. Although I could do a stream on Tuesday and tell you it was terrible, but we'll find out. The RWIT live event is tonight. Please join us for that. Regularly scheduled events start again tomorrow, although on a limited system in a couple ways, and I'll explain that another time. But until I get this back together with the new motherboard, which is supposed to arrive later today, so I'll probably get it together this weekend. So maybe next Monday, everything will be working on the original server, and we'll be back to normal. But there's a Prague, Washington show tomorrow. We'll do an Awake or not an Awake, whatever, Progressive Weekly Review on Saturday, and then you've got the Oregon show on Sunday. And the California show Sunday night. So please join us for those if you're in one of those states. Darcy, where do you want videos? If you're going to make your own testimony, Darcy, you can put it up on your own channel or just drop me a link. Or if you don't want it to be up public, just drop me a link to Google Drive folder, wherever you stick it. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to make your own videos, you can put it anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you want. Drop me a link to a file, and I'll download it, get it, and then Ashley will put it all together. Someone gave a super chat on Jimmy Dore Show. Really? There was a super chat? That's awesome. You guys are awesome. That is so freaking cool. You I don't know why I got that. Sorry, it's a calendar event telling me to go somewhere. This is what makes live, right? I'm just looking at things on my screens all over the place here. No, you don't want to do a weekly tomorrow or on Saturday? All right. Oh, Marcus, you broke your second screen. I'm so sorry. Marcus has a really nice first screen. It's got a curved one. I don't know what happened to your second one. So sorry. Xander, GC, do I have any update on Oregon challenge to net neutrality? I don't. I don't. That's a good one we'll have to ask Larry on the Sunday show. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not able to keep up. I'm just not. All right. This is it. We could sit here and chat all day. I just wanted to give you updates on this stuff. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all you do and have done to continue to support this network in our effort to engage in a conversation, which is really the main point here. That's what the goal of this was. Yeah. We're on our way. We've had some hard times, and I think now we've got a nice foundation. We've got all the things in place we need. We're starting to grow as an organization, and that's thanks to you. So uphill all the way. Thank you, everybody.